Terrible. Terrible. Let's rewind that. Hold on one moment. Hello. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good night. Happy witching hour. I had to restart.
Oh. Happy twitching hour.
Yay! We did it. We've done it. Anyway, I might have updated Windows before starting stream, and for some reason OBS didn't decide that this was my default microphone. This is my default microphone, like in my microphone settings, but OBS wasn't counting it for some reason, so whatever. We won't dwell on that. I probably should dwell on that. I should probably figure out why, but I don't want to. Normally, this was something I very quickly noticed with the previous tuber, because with our normal tuber, I would see that it was not talking. But with this tuber, it doesn't actually respond to whether or not I'm talking. It's just whether or not I'm pressing the button for talking. Windows likes to revert default drivers. Veg, I'm gonna be honest, I have never gone out of my way to update any of my audio drivers. So, like, I've probably never had the correct current audio driver. The only time I've ever manually gone to install drivers has been if something's not working the way I'm expecting it to work. There is something I've updated drivers for before, and I can't remember what right now. But if something's not working as it's supposed to, then I will go manually update the driver for it to verify if that's the issue. But, Math, GG on first. I hope you're doing well. Inshato, hello, welcome on in. Fedge, hello. Math, thank you for notifying me that I was not making sound. I'm definitely glad we figured that out now. Early on in my streaming, there was a time where I think I went like 20 minutes. I mean, technically this has been 20 minutes, but I haven't been talking for 20 minutes. But I was like 20 minutes into playing something before somebody commented on how it was odd that I hadn't said anything like I normally do. And I was like, well, that's not right. That's not good. Oh, man. You are excited, Math. Math, which thing are you excited about? Is the Hollow Knight anniversary soon? Isn't that this month? I don't remember when it's this month. Is it for something that's happening then? It's next week, 9th. Oh my god, I need to double check my calendar too. I think tomorrow might be Pyre Day. Yeah, I think tomorrow is Pyre Day. Yes, it is. It is, in fact. I did go double check. Tomorrow, we're going to be observing International Transistor Day by playing Pyre. They're coming together. Oh my god, Matt, this is for the connection. I don't know how secretive you want to be about it. I am pretty sure I know which one this is that you've been working on. Which, if it is the thing that I think it is, I can't even like fully grasp how it's going to play. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of excited and terrified. So I guess I'll say what I think it is we're talking about. I think the one that I'm thinking of is I'm pretty sure you were looking into making transitions themselves like actually checks. And if that's the one, that's the one that like both terrifies me, but I also find very exciting. If it's not that, then I don't probably know what it is, because that's the only one that is like an unreleased thing that I can think of that I know about. Also, if you've been wondering where I've been for the last couple of hours, I have been kind of on Twitch. I've been hanging out in Canis's stream. It is Canis's 3-year stream anniversary, I think, or affiliate anniversary. Canis is doing Cult of the Lamb all day today. He's already been going for like 5 hours. He basically started around the time I woke up today. And so I've just been kind of chilling there all day. It is with Twitch integration. So, anyway, it's pretty good time. Yorto, hello. Welcome on in. All right. I think we're gonna get into it. I think we're gonna start in the game. Yeah, I think it's time. Oh yeah, I'm a big French bread pizza fan. Honestly, I could eat French bread pizza. I don't know if I would say every day, but I could eat it multiple times a week very easily. I don't eat it multiple times a week, but I could. I just love French bread pizza. It's perfect. It's like, it's very simple, it's very quick to make, and it's very filling and delicious. Like, it's everything I want in a meal. Project Dump Time. Nerth and I recently pushed an update to Yark that added stalactites. That I did know, yes. Yeah, Real Transition Rando's doing well. Phenomenal's been helping with it. You know, that makes a lot of sense. Phenomenal probably at this point knows more. I would say that Phenomenal probably knows more about working with the transitions than like anyone else, although Homothety might know more, just from Homothety making like the original item changer and stuff. Possibly. You're taking a peek at bug prints and scattered and lost integration. Ooh. I do want to play bug prints. So that actually reminds me, one of the things I've been thinking about doing is like once a week, doing like a Hollow Knight stream, or like a Hollow Knight and or Silksong stream. But like there's a lot of Hollow Knight mods that I still want to like play, and I haven't played a lot of more recent Hollow Knight mods, and I want to do more Hollow Knight randos. And like I'm like, you know what? I feel like I should do like a Hollow Knight thing once a week. I don't know, just to see more of what's come out, you know, since I was last like really heavily playing modded. I still want to play a Bug Prince run. I really want to play the mod that the Plando that Pure Nail made for the October event. I don't know if the Plando would be within my skill set, but at least the mod. Nearly finished a new connection that had 64 new items and locations that I guarantee you didn't know were there. Very interesting. Meanwhile, I keep wanting someone to go back and re-add the Deep Nest, like empty crates in Deep Nest. They're like Geo rocks, but they don't actually have Geo in them, and some of them have spiders come out of them when you break them. The very, very first Geo rock rando actually had those count, and then they got removed like in the first update to it. It sounds like background object random. I suppose. Oh god, I just realized that if you were to add the like empty georocks from Deep Nest, you could make it so that when you collect the check, if you had one of the ones that was linked to one of the ones that would normally release all the spiders, it could just release all the spiders wherever it is, which would be terrible. Bjorto, it might be in it. So I don't know to what extent stuff is in it, but I know that Bug Prince actually does have Bug Prince does have puzzle rooms. Like that is a thing in it. I just don't know what those puzzles are. Like I don't know the extent of those puzzle rooms. It sounds worse than Jelly Bomb, Rando. It does sound pretty bad. Like getting a check and just seeing a bunch of spiders come out sounds very uncomfortable. I made the mistake of reading some comment thread online the other day about the first one was like about somebody somebody was talking about how they got out of their car because they were driving with the windows open, and one of those spiders that travels by there's spiders that like travel by wind. They make little balloons out of web and they just go by wind to go to new places. Apparently one of those like flew into their car. They were like, oh great, I don't like this. And then somebody responded to that with a similar situation, except it was like a spider egg. And like that, yeah, terrifying. Terrifying. I know logically spiders are fine. I understand this. I know spiders are okay. But I don't really like mass amounts of spiders. We let them, Torny and I let them do their thing. We just asked them to not be in the apartment unless they're just hanging out at the like seams of the apartment. Like if a spider wants to live in one of the windows, the spider's allowed to live in the window area. If spiders want to live like near doors kind of thing, like basically if a spider wants to live in the apartment, the rule is that they must live near where something else could potentially get into the apartment. And if they do that and they mind their own business, you know what, that's fine. Because that's a win-win. We provide the hospitality, they provide eating whatever might sneak in. But the second a spider is like, well, what if I just hang out in this other area, like the middle of the living room or something, then no, you gotta go outside. You've lost your hospitality. That you're an outdoor spider now. There are worms that do that. Yeah. Like silkworms and stuff will do that. Down in the Chehalis Centralia area here, there's these worms, grubs. I don't know. I'm not quite sure exactly what they are. I don't remember. But every fall, the trees will be like covered in them, and they will like casually drop down by like their thread. So if you're walking on sidewalks and there's trees overhead, you could potentially just like walk into them. It's very alarming. Torny and I, our friends lived by the downtown area in Centralia, so we used to walk to downtown, and he'd be like, yeah, we're gonna walk in the road because walking in the sidewalk is dangerous this time of year. I miss math. All right, let's real quick. Let's review our things. We saw Blessing of the Monk. Oh yeah, okay, good. 70 steps. Okay. Oh, we started with the Moon Pendant again. Let's go. And we started with Power Hammer. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's such a good start. That's so good. Oh wow. Wow, 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 wow. That's awesome. That's like a really cool start. Let's go update our calendar. All right, we got that. Okay. Let's. Oh, we got a few things we need to do. I guess let's go this way first. Colette, hello, Colette. Colette, look at the starting run. We are starting with Moon Pendant and Power Hammer. The double good item start. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Shelter, trading post. Ooh, trading post could be good since we're starting with items, but I don't really know what I would trade. Tool shed could be good. So, oh, we need to get Vinny a Colette sub. Vinage, you deserve a Colette sub. So we could take Shelter because, like, honestly, out of these, I don't really need Tool Shed because I don't think I can get a shovel still. Trading Post is cool and dandy, except I don't know if I need anything, like... I don't know, I don't want to trade my items, I don't think, is the problem. So Shelter still gives us a benefit. So I think we're going to take Shelter. Shato, thank you for reminding me to do the thing. I don't know what the thing is right this second, but I appreciate the reminder. Okay, we got that. That's 7. It's nice that that still is open. I wasn't sure if it would be. Not gonna lie, part of me wanted to come down here because I was kind of hoping we would find, like, something to break with this thingy. Oh, you know what I just realized? This is huge! We can start the run with, the thing. We can start the run with a, like, knowing what our, lab is, because we could just start with lab. I still don't know how we're supposed to get the levels up. Okay. So, let's look at the pros and cons here. Office, there's not really an upside to going to the office right now. Lab, this means we could start an experiment before we've done literally anything in the house. So we can really base what we're doing off of that. That's kind of huge. Security, we could turn security off right now to make it so that the key card's really irrelevant. That could also be really important. this would come with a kind of secondary upside where if we do find a key card early on, we can just come back really quick and change the security settings. And that would let us save on keys. So Prognathodon. Oh, come on in. I hope you're doing well today. So basically the question we have to ask ourselves is, do we want to potentially get a huge benefit from lab right off the bat? Or do we want to start the run with security in play? Pet the Oliver. We can pet the Oliver. Thank you for those Oliver pets. And I'm torn. When I logged into the network, I was originally just like, yeah, we'll take lab right off the bat. Like, of course. My thinking was, of course we'll take lab right away, because what if we get something that we can start working towards from the very beginning? The reason I'm now hesitating on this is because some of the very best things I can get from lab potentially, like one of the best ones we've seen is every time you dig up trash. Well, every time you dig up trash is not helpful because I don't think I can get a shovel currently. So like, if I can't get a shovel, I don't get any benefit from digging up trash because I can't dig up trash. So I guess there's too much chance for laboratory to just not be useful. Whereas security is a guaranteed upside. Like, laboratory could be an upside still. We could build our place in a way to get a bonus from it. Especially if we get, like, every time you place a red room. Our next 3 red rooms we don't have consequences to. So, I mean, if we get something that's every time you place a red room, that is actually, like, a really good thing for us. I think security, I still have set in my stuff to be uncommon, whereas laboratory is common. So I think maybe we'll take security. We'll take security so that we can affect the run now. Alright, there we go. Uncle. So this letter, written by Courtney. Mary is a cousin. So this has got to be... Okay, hold on. I kind of want to look at the family tree. Can I make a small mechanical observation now that you've made your choice anyway? Sure. I'm fine with that. Security is a better room to track. You know, that's very true. And honestly, I probably should. I think I reset security already. So like very early on in this run, I made security rare. Because the first time that we got tool shed, I got wrench, and wrench lets you adjust the rarity of the mechanical rooms. And I made security rare because I really wasn't understanding why I would want it. It just wasn't feeling helpful to me 90% of the time. And we made laboratory common. So laboratory being common, I love. Laboratory being common, very good. Now, fast forward, now that we have runs that are going to the back of the house more often, where the effects of security is more present, and now that we have the ability to access a terminal that we didn't get to the room to, and now that I've completed we've opened up Blackridge, which is like one of the, extra things to do in lab. Basically, now I'm at a point where which rooms I want to be which rarity is a little different. So, yeah, I'll probably, if I get the opportunity to change security's rarity again, I will probably set it to be common, and maybe I'll bump lab to be uncommon. But I do still like early lab. Like lab. It's still nice to me to go into the lab. Like what if? I guess if we have early security, it wouldn't matter. But anyway, that's where we're currently at. So my odds of seeing security are less likely than seeing lab. Even if I reset it, I think that's true. Let's see. As we can see, Obsidian has updated. Added icons to settings. That's nice. Markdown links are now supported in text and list properties, alright? The daily notes, I don't use daily notes. Obsidian automatically strips out the invalid characters when you drag and drop. That's good. Copy path, Mac OS, doesn't affect me. No keychain settings for storing plugin secrets. Okay. Things that are no longer broken. Great. Alright. Also, hello, Minish. Let's go. I opened this up because I wanted to go look at the family tree. Dear Uncle, the disappearance of my cousin Mary. So does that mean that this person must be their uncle? I'm a little confused here. Because wouldn't that make this person... The disappearance of my cousin Mary... Thomas, and Arav. Simon. Do you think we have that? Yeah. Thomas and Arav. We had Simon and Herbert. No, that's Herbert. And then Simon and Clara had Mary. Well, Simon and Clara had Mary. For Mary to be someone's cousin. Okay, this is where we're getting into a really weird thing right now. Are we missing a sibling? For Mary,
Does Clara have a sibling?
so Clara does have a sibling, Lionel. So this is where I'm trying to figure out who. But the problem is, a child of Lionel's would not be calling, presumably Herbert, uncle, because Herbert is not that person's uncle. This is why this is weird. We're missing a person, because for them to be addressing my father. I mean, unless they're using uncle, like, you know, this would be like an uncle once removed or something, right? Or how does that work? I don't remember exactly how that works, but I guess they could still be referring to them as an uncle, even though they're not literally an uncle.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
if it's...
I guess there's only two ways to make this make sense. Because they're not referring, so they're referring to Mary as a cousin. So to be a cousin, they need to be not a sibling, obviously, so it can't be the offspring of Clara or Simon, because that would make them a sibling. So it has to be the offspring of Herbert or Lionel. And now this is weird, because if Herbert had a child, then that child would be the one that, like, everything's going to.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they died. But they would have had to die after this letter was written, because at the time of this letter being written, that would be the case. The whole thing is, that makes the most sense. The most sense right now is that Herbert has a child. But nothing else has ever referred to Herbert having a child. Well, presumably, because of, like, how it's... I assume that this letter is to, like, Herbert or Simon, like, probably Herbert.
If it's to Herbert, it cannot be from Herbert's child.
Exactly. That's one of the issues. Yes. In that case, it would have been to Simon. So if it was a Herbert's child, then this letter would be to Simon. The whole, like... So, let's... Okay. I'm trying to dissect it. So, dear uncle, so we're writing to... Based on uncle and cousin being used. This is somebody that is writing to either Herbert, Simon, or Lionel. Those are the only three people that could be addressed as uncle that, as far as we know of, exist. And that's, like, all, according to this, that's all of the like, family. And that makes sense based on everything else we've seen so far. Okay. These letters so far have all been, like, letters addressed to Herbert, though. If all of these letters thus far have been letters that were to Herbert, then it doesn't make sense for this to be coming from somebody that is Herbert's child. Because then it would be father, not uncle.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be a child of Simon, because then it wouldn't be cousin. It would be sibling.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make a lot of sense to be a child of Lionel, because then it's weird to call them uncle, because they're not really their uncle. They're like uncle removed. So one other possibility is that there's another sibling that hasn't been mentioned. And that's kind of interesting because we know about like Simon's child. Yeah, so if Simon had another child, yeah, that would also be like if Simon had another child, that would be a person to refer to Herbert as uncle. But the problem is they wouldn't be referring to Mary as cousin. They would be referring to Mary as, my sister. Like, the disappearance of my sister has me concerned. Yeah.
I think it might be Lionel.
Yeah, you're thinking they're going with it's Lionel's child, and they're referring to uncle in the way that some people refer to like removed family, still like uncle. Yeah,
still uncle.
Because I think that's the thing that kind of gets me, is that like it's they're in no actual way would Herbert be an uncle to a child of Lionel. However, if they're, there are people that would refer to like an uncle once removed still as uncle. I guess that to me that's odd because I wouldn't do that. But I mean, there's also people who refer to like people as like auntie that are not really aunts and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we can kind of go with that, and that would also kind of make sense why like Lionel would be the father that's also concerned about Mary missing, because that's because like that would be Lionel's sister's child. So an uncle through marriage, but an uncle through marriage wouldn't make sense because we don't have another child. Like the uncle through marriage doesn't make sense because there's not another child like that could make that make sense. How many potential uncles do you know that are rich enough to have a 46-room mansion? Yeah, I think that like this is the whole thing. There's basically like uncle pretty much has to refer to one of these three individuals. Unless there is a fourth individual that's not like noted. But I don't think the fourth individual would be the uncle. I think the fourth individual would be maybe someone who had a child that like has been kind of written out of the history. Also, this second paragraph, which I haven't gotten to, I was in the corner, but the second paragraph of this is, well, I've never had the opportunity to prove it. I felt very strongly that you had a deeper involvement in the events 4 years ago. Well, we know that Herbert was involved in the events because of the blackmail.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that is a thing. So this is probably being addressed to Herbert. So we have a mystery child that's written this. Those of us that are once bitten are twice shy, and I'm aware of the cost of my aggressively aloof behavior had on the social standings of our family. I do not apologize for my actions, though I am now willing to admit that the conclusions I reached may have been flawed. Last week, I had a confidential conversation with one of the mutual acquaintances, a conversation that has shed more light on this mystery than all of my father's countless inquiries over the years. I have now reason to believe that you were in fact responsible for smuggling my cousin under cover of night across the red border to the southern seafront. I believe this may have occurred in September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing. Okay. A date that coincides not with her public disappearance in February, but instead with the notable theft of the ruby crown. If the Blackwater insurgents were in fact responsible for the heist, as some have claimed, I believe the scenario entirely plausible. The fact that 2 of the crown's 8 rubies have now surfaced have given me renewed optimism that she's still alive. Alive, safe, and finally free. Perhaps my willingness to accept such a sensational story betrays my own desperation. Desperation for answers. Desperation for hope. Desperation for a narrative in which you are not the villain. In that distant land we all dream of. The land where the strangling crimson curtains draped across our sky are pulled back, and the windows and shutters of discontent flung wide open. In that land, I pray one day to find our Marion safe, happy, and absolved.
Courtney. Our aunt.
Yeah.
Assuming that Courtney is a female name in this context, because I think it can be a masculine name.
That's true. I would not put it past this game to use names that are commonly known to be, like, associated with one's, like, sex or gender, but then use them for the other one. Like
Evelyn used to be a fairly masculine name.
And there's also, I say there's a really, Gregory. Gregory, fun fact, a lot of people associate Gregory with men, masculine. Gregory is not inherently a masculine name. Matter of fact,
wild.
I know 2 women named Gregory.
Wow.
I do. Like, now granted, both are older women, but like it's one of those things. It's like it was, it's fallen out of being a more feminine name, but yeah, there's just a lot of names that, and I mean, this is all assuming we're not just saying, honestly, a name does not have to be associated with being feminine or masculine. Like, they don't. Names, to be clear, names should not be inherently associated with one versus the other. But the, like, social reality we live in right now is that they are. Okay, do I have, like, a way to put, like, we can label these, that's how. Edit label. That. There. Oh my god, we're gonna break. Alright. When we come back from break, we'll actually kind of go more at this run. I do want to go underground. Got some ideas. All right, the break is over. Oliver ditched because they just got their lunch. All right, let's see. Oh, let's go ahead. I don't think there's really anything in this room, but I do feel like there should be something. Alright, is this still open? It is! Oh, that being permanently open is huge. Okay, we need to, like, set the water level a certain way, and I'm trying to decide if I need to prep the underground now. I think I do. I think I need to go... Yeah, let's do this. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Ah, the boat is still over there. Well, I mean, that's fine, I suppose. It's a little annoying because I was going to get the key, so I just wasted steps. Like, I was going to get the key in addition to... No! Actually, that's not fine, because now my elevator's in the wrong spot. Unless the elevator will automatically come back to me, that's actually really not fine. Only open in the event of inheritance. Paula? I do like Paula. But Parlor won't be in the right spot. But none of these will really put stuff in the right spot. So no. Oh, nice. None of these are really what I want either. You're good puppers, but I need to go through other rooms right now. Guess we could take early observatory, just because I would like to get whatever this bonus is. Ooh, green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers. Nice. I'm gonna take a pantry here. That would be good. Like, chapel is probably fine here. It's kind of probably going to be out of the way, so yeah, we'll do chapel. Oh! Shelter. Damn it. I didn't want to use shelter on chapel. That's annoying. Oh, ooh. As much as I really want conservatory and library, I really want to get my shovel out of there. Anything we want to check? So we can put something in here to, like, not worry about it coming up in our pool. But no, I think we're good. I could do it down here. Ooh, a drafting studio. I can take that. Nice. Magnifying glass. Okay. So the lever is probably there. Casino. Yeah, we're taking the casino. I mean, yes, I want the casino. Don't even have to look that hard. We can gamble. Ooh. These are not great options. I mean, we can put this one here. It doesn't affect us this moment. There might be an item in here. Oh. Nice. While garage is very good, garage does not particularly, like, help us this second. Oh. That's good. Nice. Ooh, courtyard here is very good. Toronto, hey Toronto. I hope you're doing well today. A deposit box key. An ordinary key. Let's see, boiler room. Boiler room would be good there. Passageway would be okay, but I think I'd rather say passageway. I think boiler room would be a little nicer. You were doing great. Nice. Love to hear it. I kind of want to go that way. Oh, security. Weight room. We do want to get weight room now while it doesn't matter. So even though I did want to open up security, I mean, we don't like need security that much, but yeah. Weight room while we have the red. Lock red. We have one more use of sheltered. So we ideally would want to get like archive or something while we have sheltered as well. Let's maybe go down. No, I want to use keys right this second. Don't dig spots. I'll use a key. Powered laundry room. Powered laundry room would be good. Although I don't like need anything from it. Hallway gives me more access overall, so I might do hallway. It means the power doesn't keep flowing through this side, but that's okay. Yeah, storeroom. This is a good spot for storeroom. Ooh. I don't love that this would, like, lock us into a little loop there, but we do have a lot of ways to go up on top. Like, I do... I'm so torn because I do want to read the book in the library. I feel like using Secret Passage here, though, is kind of a waste. Re-rolling doesn't feel necessary. Okay, we'll take the library here. I really want the library. New book, new book, new book! Also, there might be a hole in there. Yeah, there is a hole in there, but I don't need it in a second. Flamingo! Welcome on in, Flamingo and Raiders. For those coming in that do not know me, I am Dwarfhoot, aka Dwarf, aka Ryan. You can refer to me however you wish. Flamingo, I hope the Mio went well. I am excited for the day that I get to Mio it up myself. I hope it's been going super duper. As always, if you are ending your stream because you gotta go do stuff, you know, get a snack, lay down. I don't know what time it is for anyone. Gotta do that post-stream self-care. I do not mind if you just gotta raid and run. To anyone that does want to stick around, though, we're doing some blueprints. I just started not that long ago, like about an hour ago. I will probably be blueprinting it up until I go to bed tonight. So yeah. We're learning. We're learning, we're thinking. We're trying to wrinkle up that brain. Sometimes, you know, sometimes you just have the smoothest brain some days. And you just gotta wrinkle it. You really gotta wrinkle that brain. Mio's good. Been a tough few days, but I'm still enjoying it. So is it like, are you in a very difficult section of it kind of thing? I could see that game getting very difficult. Again, I played the demo, and the demo definitely had some spots that were like a little tough. Like, it seems like the game can be very punishing. But I don't know. I'm very excited for when I play it. I do think that Mio may have hit the point, though. Like, I wanted to play it shortly after it came out because indie game, and I like playing indie games like when they're newer released. It does seem like it's already caught on pretty well with people, though. So I'm now starting to hit the point mentally where I'm like, maybe I won't play Mio when I'm done with my other current game. Maybe instead I'll wait and give it like a year so that other people can do their own Mio playthroughs, and then they can hang out. When other people are wanting to watch someone's first playthrough of it, we'll have a place for that. How do you find blueprints? I am loving blueprints. Honestly, so I worked the last 6 days in a row. I only had 1 day off of work last week instead of 2. Sorry, I didn't mean to yawn. And one of the hardest things about that is honestly that I just really want to I want to play more blueprints than I have been. But because blueprints doesn't let you save mid-run, you know, I have to only play it days where I know I can safely play through it. Like, play through a full day. And I just can't safely do that on most of my work days. Like, if I get home after 6 o'clock, I probably don't have time to start a run of blueprints if I work the next day. And so that's been very, very tough for me. I know. Earlier in the week or last week, I did do a stream of just going over my blueprints notes because I had a few hours. I ended up only having an hour to stream, but But I had a couple of hours before I was going to go into work, and I was like, I don't really have enough time to play a game, but I do want to work on my notes, and, you know, we can ponder blueprints more. In the middle of Mio 2, lots of hard parts, but there have been really interesting hard parts. Nice. Flamingo, thank you for using the Discord command. Yeah, we do have... There is a Dwarf Home Discord server. There is a spoiler chat for my playthrough of this game. If you're interested in the spoiler chat, and I do have a link, like a direct link to it, pinned in the general channel, which it should drop you into. My only preference on spoiler chats is I prefer for people to still use spoiler tags inside of spoiler chats. If it's referring to content that is like still outside of stuff that I've kind of uncovered. Mostly so that there are people that want to kind of play, like follow along in the game, but they want to be active in the spoiler chat. They can choose to opt out of some spoilers until a later point in time. That's just a general preference. Alright. For anybody that is avoiding blueprint spoilers, I am going to be looking at a thing that I would say is spoilers. I'm going to be reading a book. I don't know what's in this book. I haven't read this book yet. But I'm about to read a book. Before you read book, please show inventory. Okay. Also, blueprint spoilers. My inventory, I think, is probably spoilers. So that we can catch up a certain me that just arrived. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and recap my spoilers. I'm gonna recap my inventory for myself. We have... This is the house so far. We decided to start today with a shelter. Shelter blocks 3 red rooms. I accidentally used it on a chapel. That was a player. I didn't mean to use it on chapel. I'm really annoyed that I accidentally used it on chapel. I forgot. But whatever. We used it on weight room. Love that we used it on weight room. That felt good. I'm hoping to find probably I think maybe the thing that I would want to find next would be archives. If we can use it on archives, then that's pretty solid. The other thing that I do have like a long-standing desire to use it on the bathroom, because I feel like the bathroom's negative is that it's a dead, like a dud. So having like the fact that it's a dud be negated seems like a thing. I don't know. Other than that, for metagame, we got lots of meta progression going on. We did get another star. We're up to 20 stars now. We did get... Whenever I go in green rooms are more likely to have bonus gems in them because of the star bonus that I have going on. We started the day with Moon Pendant and Power Hammer, so that's very good. We got Blessing of the Monk, which means if I fall asleep in a room, I can somehow start the next run with that room in some way, shape, or form. Don't know exactly how that works. Yeah, Moon Pendant, really good. I forgot to do a poll before we started. If we end up starting a second day this time, we'll do that though. A poll's the wrong thing. A gomble. I forgot to start a gomble as to whether or not we would start the run with Moon Pendant again. We will try and remember to do that next time. We finally got our shovel back. I think that my theory about how the coat check works is true. I have a theory that whatever item you leave in coat check, you cannot get again until you take it back out of coat check. Sorry. In theory, that's something we can use. We can use that to our advantage. The problem is, I may have tested that theory by putting 2 items, because I think that things like the detector shovel, I think they just still count as the items that you made them out of. So I'm pretty sure that while I have a detector shovel, I don't think I can get a regular shovel. And sure enough, the entire time that my detector shovel was in coat check, I never saw another regular shovel or metal detector. So, you know, my sample size wasn't massive, but it was big enough with how common those items are that I think that's a reasonable conclusion. Similarly, I've not seen any of the components to a power hammer since I've had power hammer in my inventory. There is like a kind of meta mechanic though to use with that, which is if there's ever an item that we don't really want to find again in the future, then we should probably put it into coat check and leave it there. I don't know what item that would be, but it's worth noting. Alright. I think we're going to resume. We're going to read the book now. Gonna go grab some cheesecake and then settle down. Nice. Torny and I got some... We got some cheap cake yesterday. I love cheap, like, grocery store cake. You know what I'm talking about? That, like, cheap grocery store cake that's probably made in, like, some sort of bulk, but it's just so tasty. Let's have some of that later. I am just so you know, I'm going to open this book, and I'm not going to read it at first. I'm going to just screenshot every page of it so I can add it to my notes. So if you're wondering why I'm not reading the book and I'm just flipping through it, that's why. Alright. A New Clue by Get Out of Here. Oh, by Marion Marigold. What the heck? Now that's interesting. Okay, so there's a couple things interesting here. First of all, down here, the book is dark. The book is dark with a light pink top. But this makes it light pink with a dark, like, text. Also, I cannot click on the, note card. The borrower's note card is not clickable for some reason. Notably, if I click on the borrower's note card, it closes the book, and I have, like, it acts like the book is still open. The hand cursor is still there. Whereas, if you notice when we first open it, the hand cursor is not there. So, there is no hand cursor right now, just regular cursor. Now that it's open, there's only hand. If I hover over this, we get hand cursor. If I click it, the hand cursor stays. Oh, I just permanently have hand cursor now until... Okay. There. Nope, there it goes. Okay, that was interesting. Alright. Anyway, more screenshots. Did I screenshot that page? I don't remember. Let me open my screenshots.
Oh. Interesting.
What's up? Oh, you gonna be over here while I'm reading it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry, I'm getting my
Your screenshots. Yeah.
my screenshots first. This is a much longer book than most of these books.
Yeah.
I have not normally needed to take this many screenshots. I'm very excited. Oh, we're at the end one. Okay.
Oh.
Let me have a sip of my beverage.
You want me to read it?
Do you want to read it?
I can read it.
Well,
If you
we're
want.
getting special Torny reading. All right, let's go.
A New Clue by Marion Marigold. All he needed was to find a new clue. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. If he knew what to do, he'd likely tell you. For you are looking for a new clue too.
Oh, we got a little conspiracy board going on.
He had retraced his sketches and studied the files, reviewed all his cases, and gone through the piles of the evidence present and precedents evident, and retraced his steps as it stretched on for miles.
Very good, very good. Interesting, got to part. I will come back through here with the magnifying glass.
Oh, yeah. He had looked high and low in all of the rooms. He had searched every corner in each of the tombs. In this particular case, he had checked every space. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do.
There's some bullshit going on this page. I don't know if you can see it very well on stream. We have words that have numbers next to them, which probably means we need to reassemble them to make a new message. Anyway, next.
He looked and he looked under beds and in nooks. He questioned the maids. He questioned the cooks. It was already over when he spoke to the chauffeur, who told him new clues were found only in books. Hey, apple, orange, and banana.
Yeah.
So, tome after tome that the library loaned, and the books that he already owned, were searched from their covers all the way through. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do.
Tender Cipher, Lunar Renamed, Uncle and Draft the Sixes. Interesting.
He changed all the letters in the lines that he found. He checked all the colors of the spines that were bound. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting and found that the diction of each word was sound.
Mary, Mary, Gate, Gate, Right, Right, Lore equals word, Jor equals name. Interesting. Draft the sixes, shifted extras, the fix. So this is rearranging. Okay. Draft the sixes equals the fixed stars. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Those books right over here are... Okay, anyway, sorry.
He stayed up all night and studied the maps. He laid out the floor plans and measured the gaps. And if his directory was considered a trajectory, it was nothing short of a full mental lapse.
Okay, so this is him planning out a run.
A man obsessed and cuckoo, too, they would say as he would wander through. The best medicine is not yet evidence. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. And having read this book so many times, having scoured over each of its cryptic lines, have you exhausted your search? Have you seen all the signs?
There's a metro map here.
It's the book.
It is this book, where I think that might be the page that has the numbers on it. If I were to go back and check, I just gotta see real quick. This page with him. Is it this page?
Yeah.
This is not the one with the numbers on it.
Okay. But.
All right. Anyway.
Or is there perhaps something new? Something overlooked, but now in view? Have you finally found it? Could it really be true? If it's a new clue, you know what to do.
All right, that's the last one. All right, we got all kinds of stuff going on. All kinds of stuff. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Okay, all right. Let's go back to the beginning. And let's pull out ye old magnifying glass. One thing that this game hasn't used that I kept kind of expecting it to is like microdot text, where like historically like a period would have text in it. So like we'd hover over a dot and the dot would have
the microfiche.
yeah, I said microdot. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Do any of this text have numbers next to it? It was very obvious on the page that did. So. Okay, that doesn't go into more focus. That doesn't either. Okay. I don't think this page has anything. All right. Dead cases. Laboratory. Attic. Let's see. Hold on. This is laboratory. Closet. Attic. Furnace. I can't tell. Solarium? I think that's solarium.
Yeah.
Now, those are definitely dead ends. Corner cases. Parlor, patio, nook, office, library, pantry. These are corner rooms. Interesting. Oh, what? Suspect list. Oh, now this is big. What the hell is this? Oh. Richard Front, Sandra Bowley, Charles, Christoph Clark. Okay, let's just go ahead and screenshot all these. Okay. I think we know the name of that angel, I think. Keep left. Interesting, there's a keep left sign. I mean, this... Search every corner of the tombs. Oh, I guess it's supposed to represent the tomb. Keep left. Oh, this is the page with the writing on it. Hold on. 8. Okay, 1. Okay. Can I have you write this down in the chat?
Yes, I'm just gonna type out the thing. So, okay.
Yeah.
1.
Okay, all. Okay, and now I'm looking for 2. Let's see.
Oh, I guess Veg is gonna do it.
Anyone can do it. Either way. Where is 2? 2. Oh, checked. Okay, 2 is checked. 2 is checked. 3. 3. Did I skip 3? I might have skipped 3. 3 is corner. Okay, 3 is corner. 4, I believe, is the word case. Okay. We saw 5 recently. 5. So now this is kind of tricky. I think 5 is rooms, maybe rooms, comma. So I guess maybe put rooms, comma, because we can decide if we want to strip away the comma later. Okay. And then 6. Let's see. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Had. 6 is had. All right. Okay. 7. A. 7. A. All right. And 8. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Where are you? Aha. 8. Low. 8. Low. Okay. 9 is one of the ones that I think is too, like, used multiple times. 9. Now, this one's a little weird to me because of the thing, like, I guess case comma, because, like, 9 is next to the comma. Like, so 9 could either be case a second time, or 9 could be case comma, or 9 could just be the comma. Because, like, it's kind of above the comma. Right? Like, so we'll put it there for the second. Okay, 10. Clue, comma? Again, we have another case of the number is closer to the comma than anything else. So I guess we'll do clue, comma. Okay, 11, found. 11 is found. Okay, 12. 12 is in. 12 is in. Hello, Dryad and Raiders. Welcome on in, Dryad and Raiders. For those coming in that don't know me, I am Dwarfhoot, aka Dwarf, aka Ryan. You can refer to me however you wish. Dryad, if you were ending your stream because you gotta go do stuff, don't feel any obligation to stay. To anyone that does want to stay, I only started like a little bit over an hour ago. I'm gonna be going until I go to bed probably. So we're bluing it up tonight. We're bluing it up. Yeah, our printing is going pretty well. We are trying to solve a puzzle, kind of. We're getting information. This might be spoilers to anyone that is coming in that maybe hasn't done this book. I don't know. I don't have a good way of closing the book this second though, so I'm sorry. Don't look. Don't look. Avert your eyes if needed. If not needed, don't worry about it. You know? Yeah. Thanks for coming on in. I do hope that your blueprinting went well. I hope you had some good days or day. I don't know. I don't know how many days you did. How many days you ding dang did. To anybody that has come in that is avoiding spoilers, I'm gonna go back to working on this. So just be warned, I guess. You did too, and they were pretty productive. Nice, let's go. Honestly, so far, I'm on day 39, I think. I think I'm on day 39. And I've yet to have a day that I think I didn't at least get some sort of information in. I I have had a few days that like the runs ended very early, but honestly, I do still feel like I learned something in those days. Like this game feels so information dense that I don't feel like there's ever been a day that I didn't at least feel like I somehow got information in a way that will improve my future runs. Like every single day has felt like some sort of like minimum level of improvement. And that's really cool. I mean, I feel like that with roguelikes in general. Like usually even a bad run in a roguelike, it's like, okay, well, you know what? I'm learning the movement for something better or something, you know. I compare this to Isaac a lot because Isaac is the roguelite that I've put the most time into. And like that game, like even my worst runs that ended at the very beginning of the run, I still feel like I gained skill in those. Speaking of Isaac, Edmund's new game that has been in progress, like it's been being worked on for like 15 years at this point. Mugenics finally came out. I say it's been worked on for 15 years. I do think this has been like off and on worked on for 15 years. It was like shelved repeatedly. It was like worked on, and then I think the team kind of disbanded, and then like, but it was a game that he'd always had like these ideas for. Like, yeah, it is not something that he directly worked on for 15 years. It's like it was like a project of his for a really long time, probably longer than 15 years. Because Mugenics was first talked about, I think, after the original Super Meat Boy. So I mean, if we look up when the original Super Meat Boy came out, like shortly after that, I'm pretty sure is when he first talked about this idea for a game called Mugenics. But yeah, it was not the whole time. That being said, it is a game that I kind of want to try out. I'm probably gonna wait a little bit to see. Like, I don't know what the game's about at all. But personally, I have pretty much greatly enjoyed every Edmund game. The like theming of them isn't like great for a lot of people. A lot of people don't like a lot of stylistic ideas. But I've enjoyed them all. So yeah, I will look into it. I don't know. I guess I'll wait a little bit too. From the very little bit I know about the very little bit I know about Mugenics, I don't know if it's a game that a lot of people that hang out my streams would probably like to watch played. You know, for a similar reason that like a lot of people probably wouldn't really enjoy if I started doing Binding of Isaac streams. There's a lot of people that hang out here that I don't think would care too much about Binding of Isaac streams. And that's fine. It does make me like feel like less interested in them. But we'll see. I kind of want to do a replay through of The End is Nigh. The End is Nigh is a really fun game that, in my own personal opinion, did not get nearly enough attention. Like, it's a platformer with a really kind of weird mechanic, like a movement mechanic. Because it's a platformer that instead of caring about, like, jumps as much, it cares about how you do ledge crabbing. Which is just a odd thing to kind of, like, focus on. But it's, like, crucial. It's crucial to the game. Like, being good at these ledge grabs is, like, how this game works. And so, I don't know. I liked The End is Nigh a lot. Yeah. So at some point, I think I'm gonna replay it. Okay, we're gonna go back. We're gonna finally work on this more. We left off at 11. No, that's not true. We left off at 12. 12 was in. So 13. 13. Let's see. I know I saw a 13. I'm pretty sure I saw a 13. Yeah, because there's a 14, so there's got to be a 13. 13. The. 13 is the. You only have about a third of the Isaac achievements. I know you said you have like 1,500 hours in Isaac. I have about 1,000 hours in Isaac. I had all of the achievements prior to the Repentance update. Post Repentance, I am missing a lot, but that's okay. All right, 14. I know we just saw 14. I misplaced it. 14 rooms, comma. We're just gonna keep following that. Keeping the comma there. 14 rooms, comma. All right. Is there a 15? I actually don't remember if there was a 15 or not. We're just gonna scan them real quick. It might have ended on 14. All right. Okay. I think that is all of them. So let's go. I'm gonna scroll up real quick. Let's read this message. All checked corner case rooms had a low case clue found in the rooms. A low case clue? What does a low case clue mean? So true, Panage. We are in ads. We will come back in a moment. All of the checked. So these are the checked ones. I guess what we'll do really quick is we will. I should have maybe screenshot all those, and then I could have assembled them in a weird cut paste thing. Should I do that? Would I feel better if I did that? Oh, you know what? We can just do it with this, actually. You know, okay, I got an idea. Alright, welcome back from the ads, everyone. If you were in ads jail when I started doing this, so I decided I was gonna scroll up and I'm just gonna go copy and paste all the words and put them into a message because this will make my brain feel happier for my notes. I'll check the corner case. So we need case. Boom. Comma. I want the comma to be cut off, not really, but I also don't want to adjust this height. Okay, so now we need rooms. Okay, had. Hey. Hello. Ah,
Oh, it's an oat.
welcome on in, Oat and Raiders. Wait, does that mean Oat's hair's done? Hold up. Hello, Oat and Raiders. So we'll go over to this corner space. Don't mind us. Okay, let me scroll down. I'm so scrolled up right now. But welcome on in, Oat. Oat, how's the hair? How's the hair? I assume there's gonna be like post. Hair can't be like done, right? Dyeing hair takes longer than this. Feel like.
I mean,
Well,
he might have finished putting the color in, and it's now just sitting. I'm not sure.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure the actual like time of dyeing takes longer. Yeah. For those coming in that do not know me, I am Dwarfhoot, aka Dwarf, aka Ryan. You can refer to me however you wish. I'm on day something of blueprints. We're doing big ol' puzzles. I love big ol' puzzles. Why are you staring at me like that? Sorry. There's a little cat boy. Hold on. You see that? Of course, now he moves his head. If anyone coming in is avoiding spoilers, don't worry, I'll be here for a moment. I don't know how to end stream from mobile. Oh no, there's gotta be just a button, right? There's gotta be a button. Is there a notification button? Oh, maybe there's a notification button. Oh no! Poor Oat. Let's see. Oh, I think you ended. It doesn't say you're live for me. I think you did end it.
It did raid over.
Well, so but rating doesn't mean your stream ended.
True.
But yeah, no, I think it did end. I think you're good. You're safe. We should accidental FaceTime without. That's very funny. You can raid with that. Yeah, absolutely. Raiding does not intrinsically end your stream. This is actually like a really common mistake that like newer streamers make, is that they raid and then they get like invested in whatever they've raided into and they forget to end stream. So yeah, a lot of times I'll actually check in on people that raided, especially if I know that they're newer streamers, and double check if they ended their stream, and if they didn't, I'll try and message them. Still remember there was one person who had only been streaming for like a week or something, and they raided into a stream, and somebody else noticed that they had, like, they went to go follow them or something, and they noticed that the stream had been ended, and they tried to tell them on their stream, but the person wasn't looking at their own stream chat anymore. And then like they mentioned it in chat, and I was like, oh yeah. So then we were both mentioning it in the chat for the stream that the person was in, but it's like the person was not really like reading chat that much, because they were talking to the person that they had raided into, like they were talking to them, but they weren't actually reading chat. So like there ended up being like 3 or 4 people going, hey, just want to let you know your stream, it's still going. Like, it's clearly not still supposed to be going. If you want, like, at first we were trying to be subtle about it, and then we were trying to be less subtle, and then finally the person that they had raided into was said something. They were like, hey, just FYI, I think people are trying to let you know that you might have forgotten to hit the end stream button. That's like, but yeah, I think everyone's done that. I have definitely forgotten to end stream many times. I mean, heck, one of my early streams, I started streaming, and about 20 minutes into streaming, there was a knock at my door, and I went to go check, and it was a friend of ours, and like, I had completely, like, I just got so distracted. They were gonna stop by for just a minute, and then we started talking about stuff. I ended up being in the other room for like multiple hours, like 3 hours, and stream had just been running here. Fruno was very kind and was just hanging out in chat. This was like when I was very new to streaming, so there was only like a handful of people that would stop by and say hi. Like, it wasn't. It was also like a Pokemon stream. It was streaming Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which there wasn't like a ton of people interested in. Like, I was just doing like a casual playthrough of it. But Fruno was like trying to message me to let me know. Yeah, Fruno was like trying to message me, but I didn't have my phone with me because my phone was at my desk.
Because you didn't take it with you
Yeah.
when you go to answer the door.
Exactly. So yeah, Fruno like was just keeping an eye on the stream, making sure there was no weird things that happened. And then I like came back to do something on my computer and then saw that it was like still like OBS was still there, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot that I had just started a stream before they came over. Yeah, I'll never forget that. That was a time. And yeah, Fruno was like, yeah, I just kind of hung out just in case, on the off chance that something happened while you were gone. I was like, Fruno, you did not need to babysit, but I feel like so thankful. I was so appreciative that, you know, just on the off chance that like something had happened, Fruno would have been keeping an eye on it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, good though.
Yeah. Yeah, I've forgotten to end stream a few times other than that though. Like I've raided into a stream and then I thought that I ended, but I didn't. And I found out because like I went to go open Discord and Discord's like, oh, you're streaming, so you're in streamer mode. So then I'm like, oh, whoops. But in those cases, I normally just cut the VOD because you can just, you know, cut the VOD to wherever you raided, basically. So they don't get remembered. Anyway, I'm very excited to see how the hair came out. We were lurking. I mean, I think Torny was actively chatting for a bit, but I am excited. I don't know if Torny had mentioned it, probably, but Torny has done henna dyeing a few times, and henna dyeing is definitely inactivity because like you gotta make this henna mud. And then
mud is a very good.
Yeah, it's basically
comparison.
It's basically mud. And
Yeah,
then you have to like mush the mud into the hair. And then you do it in like strips, and then you gotta like wrap it in something to keep it there. So it's like a very involved process. And it's kind of difficult because you don't really want to touch the mud with your hands. You want to touch the mud, like you want to wear really thick gloves because it is dye. Like the henna will.
It will turn your hands orange.
Yeah, well, I mean, whatever color you're using.
Yeah.
Torny's done red twice, so.
Well, traditionally henna is red.
Like
henna
plain henna, but.
Well,
Anyway.
it's not gonna be purple.
Could be purple if you got purple henna.
I don't think it.
I think the black is just a really dark, like purple or
It's
something.
indigo,
Mm.
which is blue.
Yeah. But at any rate, I'm assuming this was not that kind of involved process. It's not how henna works. I mean, I don't know what you mean by it's not how henna works. That's how henna. When it's different colors, isn't there other dyes in it?
Yeah, henna traditionally just henna is orange.
But I thought the other colors were still henna dyes.
Henna's a plant, I believe. There are other ones, but like yeah. Henna is a hand dye, but it is also used in hair. That's why you said the black, it's not just, I don't know if it has any henna in it. It might just be a pure indigo.
Oh, see, I thought all of those were henna dyes.
Oh.
So, I thought all of the colors, because the red was definitely henna, but I thought all of them were henna dyes. I could have sworn that all of them say that they're henna dyes. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, there's something you use to stain something. So, like, just because it's used in one thing doesn't mean it can't be used in another thing. You know, I think Torny went to go get the packaging.
So,
Alright.
we have. I had to look.
All right, what's the verdict here?
So I have natural red henna. That is ingredients henna.
All right.
Literally just that. And then I have the black, which is indigo powder and henna.
Okay. So, see, look, they still all have henna. They still all have henna. Listen, there we go. Boom. Case closed. Case closed. They all have henna in them. And that's why Coca-Cola is hydrating, because it contains water. I'm glad we're all on the same page here. But yeah. Make like a henna mud, and then you mud the hair. I've seen some hennas, but it's actually pretty bad because they put other dyes. Yeah, like these ones, like the ones that Torty has, it's like they don't have another dye. Like the ingredient is, so in the case of like the black, it's just another plant because it's just indigo.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, they're not like other dyes. These are meant to be like temporary hair dyes.
No,
well,
henna's permanent. It's temporary on skin, but it does tend to be permanent in hair.
Oh, I thought they were still supposed to be like not as long lasting. Was one of the things that they advertised.
I don't know for sure.
I think
maybe
so.
It's not like a washout.
No, it's not like a temporary dye as in a washout. I mean, it's temporary dye as in it's like the effect it has on the hair. I think like kind of fades over time more. They came out really cool though. I mean, the downside of them is that they're a lot more subtle than traditional hair dye.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, it makes a very cool effect because you see them like during the summer. You could really see the effects of the henna dye. Like when the sunshine was directly on Torny's hair, you could like super clearly see wherever it was affected. But without the sunlight, it was way more subtle. So that was pretty neat. Well, part of the tea also is the tannin. Yeah. Oh, I just realized I went to the wrong scene. I'm so sorry. I was supposed to be on my spoiler scene. If there's anyone that came in that was avoiding Blueprint spoilers, I assume you're not actually still here anyway. But here's your warning. I am going to go back to what I was working on. Oh, if you're still around, I do hope... I think you were in the middle of trying to figure out whether or not stream was still live. But I do hope you're doing your post-stream activity. You gotta head out. All right, Ria. Good luck. Yeah, doing some post like I'm wondering if Ode has to leave the hair dye in longer, because I know with the henna you had to leave it in for hours, but I don't.
Yeah.
But I think that was like something that was part of henna, right? Like regular hair dye, I don't think you have to leave in that long. But I don't actually know.
I'm not sure.
The henna you basically had to leave on like the whole day. It was like 4 hours or something of leaving it on.
It was a long
it's like the minimum time was 2 hours, with the ideal time being like 4 hours or something like that.
Baby.
Henna is slow. Normal hair dye is like 20 minutes. I see. Okay, so Oat's hair dyeing is probably all done then, I assume. Alright, we're gonna go back to this. Hopefully I can still scroll up enough. I can. Low case. We need case again. Luckily, we left case over here. We know where it is. Okay, after case came clue. Okay, after clue, we found. Also, for while I'm doing this, I probably won't see chat. I'm sorry. But I'm scrolled up in chat right now to see messages that we posted in chat for me to use to do this. I think I actually want to move some of these down. What the fuck is a treasure train? Canis apparently has a treasure train starting? Is that different from a hype train? What is a treasure train? Oh, okay. A treasure train apparently gives you discounts on gift subs during them. Anyway, if anybody wants to contribute to a hype train, it is apparently a treasure train.
And
but,
it is their affiliate anniversary.
Yeah, it is. It is Canis's 2-year affiliate anniversary, and a hype train just started in their chat. They're doing Twitch integration, Cult of the Lamb right now. Alright, let's see. I want to move some of these words. I think what I want to do is do that. I think like that should be good. There we go. the heck? Why is there so much overlap here? What did I do? Terrible. Ah, I accidentally scrolled chat. Like, I zoomed chat in. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Alright, found. After found comes in. I literally wanted to get the same size thingy, and I hold on. Okay, in. Okay. And then after in, the
Train, dang.
yeah, the train in Canis is now level 8. Level 8. Okay. Let's see. Found in the. I was looking at Fedge messages and it just the followed up with Agile like right after that. Found in Agile. Rooms. There we go. And I think rooms was the last word. I think so. Yeah. Alright, I think we're caught up. Now I can go back to the beginning. Wouldn't it be funny if Agile had clues? It's true. Potato! Hey, Potato. Potato, I want you to know, I've been like half tempted to go edit that emote and put a potato behind the wheel. Just so there could be a potato arrive that's using, like...
Using the hands?
Yeah.
That emote.
I think it'd be very good. Alright. All checked corner case rooms had a low case clue found in the rooms. A low case clue? So what the heck does low case clue mean? Like, that doesn't make sense, right? Corner cases. So part of me thinks this book referenced this idea of this book discussed like the idea of things being like anagrams and whatnot, like this tender cipher, lunar renamed, Uncle Ah, draft the sixes. Also, a lot of these pages have arrows on them, which is very suspicious. Like, if there is a cipher, then that would mean that we would need to like change case into something else, right? I don't understand this. I think this might be something that I just don't like. The lore equals word, jor equals name. This is like something I really don't know. I don't know what this is referring to. I assume that it's some sort of like custom language or something. I don't know. Hmm. Major. What the heck? Why did we put a line in major? What? Assume page counts start on title pages. What? The library. What page says the library? So tome after tome, the library. Okay. All the books he already owned. The one with the library. From there, something then points to red on the third line before the way. From their covers, or search from their covers all the way through. The way, X to Y to Z, A, B, C. X, Y, C. Seen all the signs. We've seen this art recently. I think this is the art that's in the shelter. It's the ballroom. Seeing all the signs is kind of weird. This is like stop. We have seen signs in rooms, but I don't understand. Okay, so every page of this book every page of this book has a sign. Okay. Route 8, right there. There's a departure sign right there. There is a keep left sign right here. There's a to Tanner Fork sign. There's a right sign. There's a dead end. There's a record. Each... Are you supposed to read? Okay, hold on. Route 8, depart. Route, depart. Keep left. Fork. Right. Dead end. Record each stop. Record each stop on the way. Record each stop on the way. What are... The suspect is a key. So, one of the things kind of notable about this, it does say we should count this as page 1. So, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, I went backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So there's 19 pages to this one. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 3 says Route 8. Or 5. 5 says depart. to Tanner Fork. Thought I determined that there was 19 pages. Did I skip a number? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. How did we get to 21? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, there's 21. So, we know from a thing earlier that handwritten red memos are not lying. So the suspect is Major, is correct. Route depart, keep left to... Route depart, keep to right, dead end. Record each stop on the way. Like, a stop is a period. But where are we recording all the periods from? I feel like this is supposed to be giving me information, but I also feel like I don't understand the information I'm getting from it. Jor. Jor is name. Why is Jor name? Like, this is one of the things I don't understand. And I think this is actually going to be a problem, that I don't understand what this is talking about. Like, I think this is some sort of, like, ciphery thing that doesn't make sense to me. I think what I might do is I might real quick go put all of these into we might see if any of them are like decipherable. Like if any of them are anagrams. Okay, we're gonna plug these in for a second. See if we get something. I just realized, hold on, are we covering up? Why don't I see the game stream? I might be covering it up with the controller on accident. Whoops. Oh wait, no, this is the game stream. I'm a fool. Don't mind me. Oh, does this one not do multiple words? I don't... Multiple word anagram solver, thank you. Common words and proper names. Sure. Min letters, it could be 1. Max words, it could be 4. The words that have renter in them are kind of interesting because, like, re-enter could be an instruction. I guess the question is, are these like other names for books? Because like Draft the Sixes is a name for a book. But the other ones, I'm not sure. Like Tender Cipher, what could that possibly go to? Wait, could that be the Red Prince? Hold on, wait a second. Wait a moment. Where's the contains? Okay. Okay, hold up. Wait, we're left. The red. Wait, do we have extra letters? Hold on. Wait. What? Hold on. T H E R E D P R. It is putting an extra, like it's literally just generating with an entire extra like letters that aren't in my query, right? Am I crazy here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No. These do have 12. What? I mean, the Red Prince is right here, but this is also... What? I'm so confused right now. 5, 8, 9, 10, 11. Did I miscount? 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What? Is it counting the spaces as like a character? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 2 words that both have 6 characters, so we should be 12. 12 is correct. The Red Prince is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's only 11. So the Red Prince, we have an extra letter at the end. But then this other one's like 2 extra. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm very confused. The solver will only list results. Use all of the input letters. Use the contains to force results to show only results with a contained word. Filter the minimum number. What is going on? Maybe I should try a different website. I wrote num number. This says num number. Filter the minimum num number. So let's go real quick to the other page. Let's minimize that for a moment. Why is it not minimized? What? Why? Excuse me. Why are you not showing the proper thing? What is going on? I literally didn't have issues when I was doing paint. Why is this happening now? What is going... Oh my god. This might be... Oh, that's so annoying. I did down patch OBS like a week or two ago when I was trying to fix my tuber stuff. This literally might be a difference between the two versions. That's super annoying. Hold on. Oh my god, I don't have a good way to toggle that. Alright. I think here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna close this. And then I'm gonna open it again. And I'm going to hope that it does not try to capture it again. We're just not going to show me looking at anagrams on stream because I don't want to mess with the capture.